Hello everyone, this is Ashley here, and today we're going to go through Libby. So I'm on an iPad today, so I'm going to first go into the App Store. If you're on an Android device, you will go into the Play Store. So once you're into your Play Store or App Store, you're going to hit the search button, and then you're going to type in Libby. So it's Libby. And it'll say Libby by Overdrive. You can click either one of those. So over here, you'll see that there's Libby by Overdrive. If you've never had this before, it's going to actually say get here. Mine, I've already had it before, so it's got a cloud. So just hit get or the cloud. Okay, so we're going to open it now. So as first question it asks you is if you have a library card. So yes, I have a library card, so I'm going to hit yes. So I'm going to actually search from my library, or search for a library, sorry. And you're going to type in Blue Mountains Public Library. And you'll see here, it'll come up as Ontario Library Service Consortium. And that's what you're going to click on. It says Blue Mountains Public Library. So you're going to click right there or tap on it. Okay, so you're going to sign into your account. So we're going to hit the Blue Mountains Public Library. So you're going to just tap on that. And then it's going to ask you for your card number. So this is the card number that you have. It could be an actual card that you get, like a big card, or you can have the little key fob. They both have the same number on them. And so you're just going to type in your card number. You're going to hit sign in. So you can see this is you here. So you're going to hit next. And we're in. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to go through how to do things here. So up at the very top, you'll see it says up here, search for a book. So you can click on that and you can search for a title that you'd like to sign out. So I'm going to search for Eat, Pray, Love. So there's Eat, Pray, Love. So you can see that they have it in an audiobook and in an ebook. The audiobook, it says place hold, which means that you have to place a hold. Somebody else has it out right now. But Eat, Pray, Love, the book, you can borrow that. So I'm just actually going to do that. I'm going to hit borrow. Actually, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to actually click on the book so you can actually see. So this gives you a bit of a synopsis of the book and just lets you know what it's about and that kind of thing. You can read a sample of the book if you hit that there, and it just kind of shows you what it looks like. And then you can go back, and then you can actually hit borrow there. So you see where it says borrow, you're going to tap that. And then it'll ask you again if you want to borrow it. It's saying you're borrowing Eat, Pray, Love for 14 days, and you're going to hit borrow. And you see this, what it's doing here is it's actually downloading the book for you. So that way you can actually read it when you're not on Wi-Fi. So you can go to open book, and I'll just show you what that looks like. So it just looks like this. So I'll start right from the beginning. You're just going to use your finger to wave yourself through. And then you can tap at the top or the bottom, and that brings up the bar that you'll see here. And there's different things that you can do with this. So if you hit the little hamburger menu, so that's the 3 lines that you see up at the top on the right. If you hit there, it gives you some different reading settings. So there's reading settings. You can search for a word in the book. You can go through your chapters, your bookmarks, like things you can go back to later if you want to. So I'm just going to go into reading settings. And you can see here that there's different things you can do. So text scale. So you can choose how big you want your text to be. And you can see just above it, there's actually shows you a bit of the text. So it shows you how big it can get. And then underneath that, you can see where it says include accessibility sizes. So if you just hit that, it'll actually include even bigger text for people who are sighted. So it gets bigger and bigger for you. You can choose how you like your lighting. So if you wanted the bright white, which is what it is right now, sepia, which is more of like an old-timey looking kind of book, and then dark, which is for nighttime. So you can read easier in bed, and it's not so hard on your eyes. So I'm just going to go to done here. So just leave that at where it is, and you can get an idea, and that's what it looks like now that I've set it to the accessibility setting. And it's almost like a large print book. And there it is. So I'm just going to tap here, and then we're just going to go back. And then, so down at the very bottom, you'll see where it says library and shelf. So I'm going to hit the shelf now, and you can see what's been signed out. So here you have your loans. You're going to click that, and that's all the loans that you have out right now. Holds, so items that you've placed holds on that you're waiting for, and it tells you when they're expected to be checked back in or when you're going to be expected to get them. And then tags is something if you want to put a tag on a book. Most people that I've not familiar with it, the library don't use the tags. But if you would like to, you can just go in there and you can just do like a thumbs up or a thumbs down, that kind of thing. So if you get into a book and you don't want to read it anymore, you can actually return it. That's no problem. So you just go into manage loan, and then you're going to go to return early. So while I was here today, somebody's placed a hold on it. So you're just going to hit return early and return. And then that person will get the book. So from here you can go to your shelf, find your next read, or you can do reading journey. So the different other things that this does too is that there's an explore section. So if you see where it says explore, and if you don't want to go through everything and try and figure out what's available and what's not, you can just go down here and it says what's available. So underneath what's popular, and then it says what's available. So you can go down to what's available, and it has all titles, available books, or available audiobooks. So for this one, I'm just going to click available books. And these are all the books right now that there's no holds on, and you can sign them out right away. Up in the top here, it says what's available in books, and it gives you the genres of books. So if you hit here, it says includes fiction, romance, literature, and more. So if you hit and more, it gives you all of these different genres that you can choose from. So depending on what you're looking for, you can click it. So I'll just click cooking and food, for example. And this just gives you some books. Some of them are cookbooks. Some of them are books written by people, by chefs and such. And you can go through here and see what's available right now for you to sign out. If you'd like to refine your search, you can do that as well. So if you want to refine it by audience, you can choose, after you've gone through here, you can choose if you want general content, young adult, juvenile for this one. Each genre will be different, just depends on what's available online. I'm just going to go back. Actually, I'm going to go back in here and go all available titles. And then there's another button just across the top from refine, that says preferences. So if you hit that here, it's going to give you what you're looking for. So it's say format, so ebooks or audiobooks. We've already clicked on all available titles. So now you can choose between books and audiobooks. Language, there's some different languages as well. So if English isn't your first language and you'd like to read in a different language, there are some books as well that you can do that with. Audience, so once again, it gives you some choices here, juvenile, young adult, general content, mature content. Compatibility would be for Libby. And then availability, so this is giving you everything that's everything right now. So if you want just available now, then you can just hit available now. And then you can just apply the preferences when you're done. And you can actually go from your library to your shelf and see what you have. And then back to library again so you can search. So if you just go down here, it'll show you what's available, what's popular. So if you want to see what everybody else is reading, you can go into what's popular books, popular audiobooks. So let's just click on audiobooks. So this is what other people are looking at or reading or listening to right now. And you can go in and place holds on these items as well, and it'll tell you how long the hold is. You'll also be asked to put in an email address, so that way when your hold's available for you, it'll just hand it out to you, and you'll be able to just read it right from Libby. All right, so that concludes Libby today. So just a brief overview. Have a great day.